All right, Ronnie, the next step on this one, right over here, you can see, we're called locates out. They located our lines. That's fiber optic over there. Put in the water tap. You go down there and you pay them whatever they want, and they give you that blue flag. You put that blue flag wherever you want your water meter. So I decided, if you look there, that's about middle of the property.
The property.
And I'm gonna shoot straight up in there. Kind of a little opening there. Figured I'd bridge the gap and shoot right up in there with my water line. So they're gonna set a meter there. They're gonna tap in wherever the main is. I don't know where the main's at, if it's on this side or that side.
Looks like it might be there.
But we're gonna grab they're gonna grab the main line, put a tap in, and put us a meter down there. Okay, y'all, I cut a trench in about, I don't know, 18 inches or so. 16, 18 inches. I cut it all the way to the house up there. Cutting back here, I'm trying to get to the water line. I got the water pipe in the back of the truck there. I'm driving on a different rig today, by the way. Drive that sometimes. I need to pull. I don't like pulling on my other truck. But anyway, I cut this trench all the way down through. Some spots are deeper than others. It's an average of 16 at least. Going all the way up there. That big stump that was here, I dug it up. It's gone. Leveled it off a little bit. I put the front porch over there. We still got to dig it down and get it set up, but I did get it moved over there. There's a couple stumps over there I pulled up. I'm just digging it to here. I'm gonna leave my roll there. I got to dig under and up. I'm gonna have to insulate it when it comes out there. So I got a little hook in it, trying to get it to where I need it there. A lot of brick. I don't understand the thing with brick. There's brick everywhere around here.
So we just kind of accidentally, without even knowing it, bought the one lot in the entire neighborhood that actually had a home on it originally. It was where the old farmhouse was. So the bricks and things that we were finding are the foundation of the old original farmhouse for that entire neighborhood. And they weren't laid out like a foundation, so you couldn't look at them and go, oh, okay, yeah, I can see this was about a 40-foot by 30-foot home. No, they were strewn all over the place, so you couldn't tell what was going on. But it also explains why we're finding old truck parts, old car parts, things like that. And interestingly enough, whenever they put in that road that goes down the center of the subdivision, it runs right down that line, whatever that fence is or whatever that we're looking at right in the middle of the screen, back to that corner. So maybe there was some kind of water line buried in there. So I don't know why they would make the road right there, but it just must have made sense. So there you go. So we it's amazing to look and see that an area that was completely wooded for at least the last 20 years, or the last 30 years. That one picture we've got is from 30 years ago. It's completely wooded for the last 30 years, but if you go back 30 years before that, there were no woods there at all. There was a home there, and people living there and running their farm and raising a family, I'm sure, and doing their whole thing. And that all of that is completely gone. And the only hint that you would even have, if we didn't have these pictures, that ever happened was all of the bricks that you find here and there.
Loads of brick. So, got that. Got a couple mats. I dug up some mats. I threw the stumps over there. I got to come over here and grab this wood, get it over there. Got to move them steps. Some steps are going to go on the front of that. That 4x4 goes on the front of that. So we'll get all that moved around. And stuff like that. What is that? Why would that even be here? I don't know what that is. But anyway, I got the water heater from around back. I got it moved around here. Got it thrown out of the way. This hole is getting worse. It's my septic tank, I believe is what it was. It's a brick hole. I believe it was a brick septic tank that has collapsed. So I've got to get all that wood. You see that wood there? It's got to get over here in this wood pile. This dirt / roots. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably gonna pluck a few more of these little trees out, get them out of our way. But all that's got to get hauled off. I'm not gonna burn no more here. I'm just gonna haul it off. But this is what the front yard's gonna look like. It's gonna look pretty good here. So I've got to get back to, I thought about coming through here, but I decided not to. I'm trying to save these big trees here. I've got to get to right there. So I need to dig down on this side of that and go yonder way. How the hell does the apple fritter get over here? But I'm gonna dig down there, start going this way. I'm tying right to it there. Try to stay off them trees as much as I can, but if one dies, it dies. There ain't much I can do about it at this point. I've got to have water. So see the trench there, it's got to get connected. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump on this traco, finish that trench in. It's all the way up to here. I just moved the machine up so I just went to the shop to get pipe. I'll show you that one off the machine here. Back this truck over here out of the way. There's a pipe. Everybody's gonna say, oh, don't use PEX, don't use PEX. I'm using PEX. PEX is what we're using, so y'all will be all right. I promise you. It won't hurt for too long. We're gonna run it in there and be done with it. I've did it on my other houses. It's been fine. People say use polybutylene. I ain't got no polybutylene, but I got PEX. It's 300-foot roll. That should be plenty. That's gonna be about 125 feet, 130 feet across there. So let me get on this traco and keep digging and see what we can come up with. Okay guys, we're trying to smooth out this front yard a little bit and get it graded out. And he's just learning how to use a tractor. Mice! Mice! It ain't got it yet. Second time driving it. This first time was just 30 seconds ago. Basically what I found, if you curl your bucket like that and put it on float and you just keep driving backwards on it, keep pulling the material, it'll eventually flatten out. It's a lot flatter than what it was when we started here. See, I kind of cut in a driveway there. Driveway's gonna be on that side. We picked up all them bricks and threw them over there. We picked up all these bricks over here and threw them over there in the last hour, put them over there. So there's a ton of bricks in here. We've been picking them up, picking them up, picking them up, picking them up. So got to keep getting it. But I've got it pretty well flattened out. He's working on the driveway over there. You just keep backing up and you pull that, it'll pull that high and put it in that low. There, you got it. See how that side's not touching? It's gonna drag it over there. After he does it a few times, it'll get it dragged that way. I also got my grapple bucket here. I got to grab them stumps and run them around back and drop them off. So we'll do that here shortly.